Hi, I'm Matt from Thrive Themes, and in today's video, I want to show you two lead segmentation strategies I pulled from a real-life health and wellness website that I think will help make your growing email list even more valuable. So in this video, I want to show you two lead segmentation strategies you can start using right now that I pulled from a real-life health and wellness website on the internet. The website example is called chriskresser.com. It's a website for a functional medicine practitioner from Berkeley, California, but the content of the site is not so important here. What I want to show you is how this site not only collects new email subscribers, but segments them into very valuable subgroups. Now, an interesting thing happened to me while I was preparing this post and video. I got about halfway through writing my article, this case study, when the website actually updated and completely changed. So what you see here is the new site with an updated, maybe upgraded lead segmentation strategy on it. But a lot of what I had done originally was on the old site, which I'll show you now. This is a screenshot of the old homepage with a slightly different lead segmentation strategy on it. And what I realized is that I wanted to showcase both the old site and the new site because there's lessons we can learn from both. And the coolest thing is that with the old site, I can show you how to mimic the same lead segmentation strategy using our Thrive Leads email lead generation plugin. And on the new site, I can show you how to use their new strategy using our Thrive Architect page building plugin. So let's get started with that. So on the old site, what you can see here basically is a standard navigation menu and header. And then in this above the fold area, we have a pretty typical free ebook opt-in offer. So the visitor offers their email and they'll get a free ebook download. But what's really cool here, what really caught my eye, was this drop-down menu that says, it prompts the person to click it because it says, I want to improve my ... And then when we actually zoom in and click on the drop-down menu, there are 6 special interest options that the visitor can choose from. Now, this is a health and wellness website, so it makes sense to offer these sort of chronic health issues, interests that the visitor can select. But depending on your business and your website, you may want to segment people by age, by gender, by profession, and so on. Whatever information would actually help you serve your overall audience better to where you could create unique content or product offers for each group and improve your conversion rates that way. Let me address the elephant in the room here. I want to show you how to do something similar using Thrive Leads, but Thrive Leads doesn't have a drop-down box. So what do? Let's go over to my demo site and I'll show you. So here on my demo site, I used one of our Thrive Leads multi-step Lightbox opt-in form templates to show you how to do something similar. It's not a drop-down box, but what I decided to do was just put multiple call to action buttons on the default state of my opt-in form. So let's say I'm a health website and I want to give 3 sort of special interest groups for my visitors to self-segment themselves into. So I have a weight or an energy or an overall health button. The way I can set this up is, this is the default state, but then I have a state 1, state 2, and state 3 that apply to each of these buttons. So if a visitor clicks on the weight button, they'll get sent to state 2, which has a unique lead generation element associated with it. If they click the energy button, they'll go to the next state, and so on. So let me show you what one of these states looks like. So if somebody clicks on the weight button, they'll get sent to a lead generation form where they can put in their name and email. Within this form, I can actually connect it to, say, my MailChimp account and select the list. And then I can actually add a tag. Say, I think I clicked on the weight issue one, so I can add a weight tag to this lead generation form. I can add an energy tag to the energy state, and I can add an overall health interest tag to the overall health interest state. And in this way, when a visitor signs up through that button and that lead generation element, they'll get a special interest tag assigned to their sign up. So lead segmentation doesn't have to be any more complicated than that. Simply assigning a group or a tag, depending on your email marketing service, depending on the one you're using, that's all you need to segment those people out so you can send them more targeted content, more targeted product offers to increase your conversion rates. So now let's look at the updated website and the strategy it's using to collect emails and segment leads. Now, here's what's changed. Instead of that catch-all opt-in offer, what we see now are 3 content box cards that when I click on them, you get this animation where the card flips over and then has a unique lead magnet for a specific part of the audience. So this first one is for the health enthusiasts, so individuals interested in helping themselves with their health issues. The middle one is for health coaches, and the last one here is for health practitioners, for medical practitioners. So it seems like what Chris has done is found out through the years that he really has 3 core types of followers. The individuals that are into health and want to improve their health, health coaches that probably have some sort of health coaching business and want to follow him and use his advice to help their clients, and then actual health practitioners like doctors and nurses and so on that rely on his information as well. So what seems to have happened is that instead of this broad list of health interests, we now have 3 core groups that Chris is trying to segment out. And through each of these content boxes, basically there's a unique lead generation element that's probably tagging new followers the same way the old system was. So how can we do this using Thrive Architect? That's what I'm going to show you next. So here we are on my demo site again, and what you're seeing here is a modified version of our No Photoshop homepage template that I quickly modified to look a lot like Chris's new updated site. Now, down here at the bottom, you'll see the same 3 content box cards, but instead of having that click trigger animation where the card flips around to reveal the lead generation form, what I set up was a click trigger to open either a Thrive Architect Lightbox, or if you have Thrive Leads installed, you can set up a Thrive Leads Thrive box to open instead. And either way, what you can set up is a unique lead generation form talking to, basically offering the lead magnet appropriate to the content box card the visitor clicked. So on each of those unique lead generation forms, you'll have a unique lead generation element where, depending on your email marketing service, you can apply a tag or a grouping or whatever it uses to help segment new subscribers at sign up. So because this particular one is about the grassroots effort, this is about the health enthusiast, I could set this lead generation element up to have an enthusiast tag, and then they would be segmented into that grouping. How does this look on the back end? Well, essentially all you have to do is set up a content box, and then under the animation and action tab here, you just come into this pop-up option, set the trigger to click, and then find either the Lightbox or the Thrive Leads Thrive box you want to fire on that click. So I called this Lightbox, the one I set up, Enthusiast. So I can select that, apply it, and now when I save it and I preview it, when I click on the card, it fires that unique Lightbox. I hope you enjoyed this video about lead segmentation and how you can use Thrive Leads or Thrive Architect to make your email list even more valuable. If you have any questions or comments about what you saw in today's video, just leave a comment below and we'll see you in the next video.